Hey folks, David Stewart here. Sober October. That's today's subject. More people should try it. So, Sober October, I guess it's another thing like, I don't know, every month there's something else that you can change about your lifestyle. So, Sober October, we're not going to drink for the month of October. So, I'm a person who doesn't really drink. I very rarely drink. I have maybe one drink every month, really every other month. I almost never drink alcohol anymore. Now, I used to drink a lot. I used to drink like 5 drinks a day, let's say, up to 10, just depended on the day, right? And what happens when you drink a lot of alcohol? Well, you get fat. And that's one of the main things that happen. So one of the first things I did when it was like I got to fix my health was I stopped drinking. Now, it was actually really easy for me to stop drinking. I never had, quote, an alcohol problem in the way that like I had shakes or something. If I stopped drinking, I was like, you know what, it's time for me to stop this. I had been drinking less over time and I just stopped. I just like, you know what, I'll just stop. You also get like lower testosterone and stuff apparently. If you've been drinking the night before, drink a bunch, part of the hangover is your test is like down in the basement. And if you have low sex hormones, if your sex hormones are out of balance, you're going to feel bad. You're not going to be able to be as strong as you want to be. You're not going to be able to be as fit as you want to be. So I did it mostly as a health thing. It was just like, let's stop drinking alcohol. So this is one of those things that I said little things can add up to a big change. If you're a person who likes to have 1 or 2 drinks a day, if you were to cut those drinks out, I just looked it up, how many calories are in a beer? Google says like 150 calories per can. So for like a 12-ounce bottle or can, 150 calories. If you're having 2 of those a night, that's 300 calories. 300 times 365. Let's find out that much. 300 times 365 equals 109,500 calories in a year. Let's divide that by 3,300. That is 33 pounds of fat. So there's 33 pounds of fat worth of extra calories you're consuming if you're drinking that much every single day. That's just 1 to 2 beers a day. But it adds up over time. So if you are looking at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I've put on a little bit extra weight, I'd like to be a little bit thinner, cut out the beer. Get rid of the beer, especially if you're a beer drinker. Beer is very big in calories. It's less if you're drinking wine, but there's still a lot of calories in wine. It's still going to put you off your mark. So if you're looking to lose some weight, boom, Sober October, try it out. Just try it out for 5 days. Try it for 5 days and see if you feel better at the end of those 5 days. Track your weight on the scale. You might drop a pound in those 5 days, just kind of flushing out all the stuff that's been accumulating in your body, all the extra water weight, and you might end up feeling a lot better. The other reason that I don't really drink is I like to have my mind be sharp pretty much all the time. I wake up in the morning with my kids and I need to be on point for them. I can't have any kinds of anything messing with my head when it's time for me to be with my kids. Likewise, when it's time for me to step in front of the camera and talk, I like to have a sharp mind. When it's time for me to write, I like to have a sharp mind. If I'm practicing, I like to have a sharp mind. I pretty much have no time in my day to have anything less than 100% mental capacity. And if my mental capacity is diminishing because I'm tired or something like that, I have to figure out some kind of solution. Like I got to go take a power nap. My wife will get home. I'll go sleep for 20 minutes and then boom, I'll be energized to, do some exercise or do some exercise to wake me up, get my mind back in shape and ready to do my mental tasks, which I do at night. So there's another benefit from reducing your alcohol intake or eliminating it completely for a month is that you'll have a sharper mind. So healthier body, sharper mind. That's Sober October. I suggest you guys give it a try, especially if you're someone who's just casually drinks alcohol, not a lot. You're not getting drunk all the time. If you're getting drunk all the time and you have an alcohol problem, that's something different. But if you are a person who just casually drinks, a drink a night, a couple drinks when you get home, see if you can cut that out and see what happens. See if you can replace it with something else that helps you relax, Instead of getting home and cracking open a beer, maybe just sit down and watch TV for a little bit to relax and have something else, Likewise, if you take that 300 calories a day or 150 calories a day out of your diet, if you're just having, say, 1 beer a day, that's something else good that you can have. You can have like a, candy bar, like a 150 calorie candy bar instead of the beer. So that's something that can really add up and really help you. The third thing, is just save a lot of money. One of the things I realized when I stopped drinking is that I was flushing a lot of money down the toilet in alcohol. If you're drinking a couple beers a night, you're drinking what? Let's say you're drinking 6 beers a week, a 6-pack a week. That's like $8 a week. But there's 52 weeks or so in a year. Let's figure out what that is. 52 times 8. It's going to be over $200 saved. It's going to be $416 saved. That's a lot. So you could save $400 in a year by giving up your beer if you're just drinking like 1 beer a day and you're drinking a good beer. Let's say if you're drinking a really cheap beer, it's going to be less than that, a couple $100, right? But if you're saving that money, if you're saving $8 a week, that's it. You're only saving $8 a week. It still adds up to big potential. You could take that $8, you could put it in an envelope, and then open that envelope at the end of a year and do something fun with the money. Buy yourself a game console. Go buy a PlayStation or something. And then you'll be able to save a lot of money with that. And if you're a person who likes to go out to the bar, try going out to the bar and not drinking any beer and see how much less money you spend. Back when I used to hit the bars a lot, it was easy to spend $50, $100 a week at a bar. That's $400 a month. That's going to be what? What's 12 times 4? 48, almost $5,000 a year flushed down the toilet in alcohol. I think we can all do better than that. So you get to save money, get healthier, sharper mind, more uptime for doing the things that you really care about with your mind. And there you go. So try it out. Sober October.